Well, Micky, a very entertaining game. You certainly deserved a point, but on the first half hour, actually, it looks like you're heading for even better than that.
Yeah, the only thing that we could say that we're disappointed in the first half is probably a wee bit of 1v1 defending in wide areas, and then maybe no tracking danger in the box. But apart from that, in the first half, that was the only thing really that you could be disappointed about that. And then on top of maybe we have a few turnovers and a few moments that maybe that we could have scored from, but in the first half, certainly really pleased.
Really good opening goal as well. I mean, Chris Merry saw the pass and Josh Hawkes timed his run to perfection. Yeah,
so delighted to see it getting in, and it's something that we've worked on last week, trying to do more of that. So to see him execute it was really pleasing.
As you say, I mean, you had one on the back foot in the opening half hour, and one or two chances as well that could have gone in that didn't. You could have had a couple of goals in front.
Yeah, we held our shape well. You've got to understand that it's two different systems, and there's an overload in a certain area of the pitch that's not going to hurt us, but we decided we were going to play with two strikers and two wide men, so when the ball comes into areas, then you have to be aggressive. We turned it over, we kept them at bay. I don't think, and I'm being honest here, because I have a lot of healthy respect for Swindon, I don't really remember them creating a chance. Maybe the free kick that was a great save in the second half, but we held our shape well. There was still bits in it that we want to be better at defensively at times, maybe not sliding across quick enough and filling any gaps at times, but we thoroughly deserved something at the game, and the boys are disappointed that we didn't take all three, maybe with the chance that we maybe had at the end there. But like you say, I thought it was two good teams going toe to toe and both trying to win the game, so maybe you have to say that I thought it was a fair result, and I would be the first to say that, but the two teams gave it everything, and like you say, I thought it was an entertaining game.
Moved the ball about very quickly today as well, and Bristow down the left hand side, Dacres Cogley down the right as well. You had some really good counter attacks when you broke up their play.
Yeah, and that's what they're capable of, and that's what I said. We get as frustrated as anybody because we know what they're capable of, and they certainly executed it well today. But for a wee bit more quality, or a wee bit of fortune, or whatever you want to call it, we might have found ourselves winning the game. But like I say, we gave as good as we got. We decided on a way of playing that we wanted to come here and win. But it wasn't to be. But come to places like this, you have to respect the point.
Yeah, I mean, a really good point. As you say, you played most of the sides towards the top of this division, and you've not been found wanting on most of those occasions.
No, not at all. And we know that on our day we have to be more consistent and have more of on our days at times. But certainly today we showed everything that would be needed in order to try and win games against teams at the top end of the division, and we certainly fought our corner.
Certainly had the excitement right to the end. Jordan Turnbull's sending off. Any complaints about that?
No, I don't think so. I think he decides he's going to go for it and then doesn't undecide, so I'm just happy that the boy doesn't get hot, but I don't think he gave the referee much cause to do anything else. So no, I wasn't surprised to see him getting a red card. But what I would say was I don't think he's going to go and kick the boy's head off. He's not that type of lad. But certainly it was a dangerous attempt for the ball that could have hurt somebody, and I can see why that he got a second yellow card.
And you got attitude, you got resilience, and the lads have set the bar at a certain level again, and that's what you expect every week.
I don't know if they've set the bar again, Derek. I think that they've done that before, and it's just something that consistently that I want from them. They showed great attitude all week to everything that we spoke about, the training, everything, and I was pretty sure that they were going to go into the game and do that. We just spoke to them there and said, lads, you can't let yourselves off the hook. You've got to come to a game of football and be responsible for yourself and go and perform like that all or most of the time, because when you do and you take responsibility for yourself, you can see what we're capable of. So no, it was we were pleased with them.
Hard physical games. Josh Hawkes off at the end. Any worry about injuries in that?
We'll see how he is. We don't. I mean, we don't have a big squad, Derek, and I can hear. I just wish sometimes that people would understand the situation that we're in. Sometimes we don't have a big group of strikers here that are wide men, or we have what we have, and we try and do the best that we can with it. Sometimes it takes a wee bit of realism. When you look at the game and you think, well, the players that are on there are doing what they're doing, and they did look a threat, and they were working hard and they weren't tiring. There wasn't really anything on my bench that I thought that could come on and make us any better. I thought that the only changes we were going to make was to try and continue to carry us forward, because we're a wee bit like for likey or that kind of substitution. So it does get a wee bit frustrating sometimes when you hear some of the shouts. I just wish they would just get behind the boys and support them. I'm not criticising them, but just get behind them and understand the situation we're in. We cut our cloth accordingly at Tranmere, and we do the best we can with the players that we have, and the players today represented Tranmere really, really well. There can be no complaints, but just sort of bear in mind that what the situation is here. Have a little look sometimes and just keep getting behind the players.
You had illness in the squad last week. No Paul Lewis today, and Reece McAleer not involved at all. Is that injury or illness?
Paul's had a little daughter, Penny, so congratulations to him for that. So he wasn't available today. Who else did you say?
Reece McAleer.
Reece McAleer. We had a game on Tuesday where we had a game against was it Monday or Tuesday against Oldham, and he got a knock to the back of his knee, so you're booked for a couple of weeks. So apart from that, really there wouldn't have been anybody that could have come along and they joined us today.
And the fans' reaction at the end, I think, they showed how much they enjoyed the performance today, sort of thing. So no complaints on that.
We worked hard.
300 plus here, but you've given it a real good go for them.
We work hard, and we want to do the best that we can, and I try and get the best out of the group that we have here. Try and keep them organised and keep encouraging them to keep improving and keep putting in performances. But the situation is here is what it is, and we'll keep working hard, and we'll keep trying to put in the performances that pick us up points. But at times people maybe have to have a little look and see the situation that we're in, and we don't have 9 strikers on the bench that I can go and put on, or 5 wide men. I don't have any. I have what I have, and I get on with it, and we drive the best performance we can out of the group, and today they gave us that, so I'm really, really proud of them. They ran the race, and we're disappointed we haven't won in the end, but I think probably a point's a fair result.
You look at the table, you're close to the playoffs. I mean, you're pushing up towards that position, aren't you? So you're competitive in this division, no doubt about that.
You just have to keep going and keep encouraging the players to keep believing and keep trying to pick up points at difficult places like this. We try and win. We came here to try and win the game. We weren't able to do that most important thing in football and put it in the net at the end there, but certainly in terms of desire and all the qualities that was needed today, and with the ball we were great at times, very, very good at times. I can only be pleased with the boys.